Shalom video.
Shalom video. I will A, bail you out.
Okay,
B, be there and go to jail with you.
Cypher, what are you, Cypher Jr.? You're moving an awful lot. Now you're in the kitchen. You're okay.
Someone's
first
in
of
the
all,
kitchen with Cypher.
moving the plant so you can't eat the plant. That's not allowed.
You're gonna not. Oh my god, you have to kid-proof your house. Frick.
Now come in here. He's walking. He's crawling all over the freaking place.
Hi. This seems like a dangerous house.
It's fine. It just makes noises. Straight up, sounded like I was playing Megalovania for a second. I was really confused.
Okay, there, Cypher Jr. You gotta stay out of the way of stuff.
Ah, now he's crawling again. You walked away and he started crawling.
I'm so sorry. I'm a horrible babysitter.
He just crawled to the other corner. He crawled from where he was to where that, you know, where how it has the doorway for the other room and it has the corner. He crawled into that corner.
Well, that's...
Alright. That's as old as he gets too, so he just kind of... Okay, he just glitched into a wall. Alright. Sick.
He's like, what do you mean I don't get older? Ah! Or, you know, yeah. I don't think we need to
this is the oldest stage he gets.
Oh. Well, he's so cute. I want to see him when he's older.
I wanted to put
I
him to
want
work.
to go to his wedding in the Sound Square, where Mayor is conveniently still alive.
No.
I feel like Mayor Lewis is almost more scary than our grandpa, because he's not dead, man. Like, he's like 100,000 years old. Oh, the eggs are good. So as far as like that thing on Wednesday, right? I will probably be there. Okay, it's one of those things where
I guess they're using the giant beach ball you brought last year for something.
oh,
They have a game planned. I said, yeah, it's gonna be windy. You're gonna be playing like a pass the beach ball kind of game. And the wind's
go
gonna...
in the gym. Go in the gym.
I said, it'll be our luck. They'll be outside. They'll throw the beach ball to some little kid. The wind will catch it and take the kid and the ball with it.
See the ball like rolling away with this kid plastered on it. Yeah. Don't stop. I'm not sure I'll come bearing gifts though. Wait, we made $1 million!
We made $1 million?
New achievement millionaire.
We already made that.
Hi, I'm really glad you become of the community. Enclosed is $500 from Mayor Lewis.
He's really slow on that. We've reached $1 million. Like 153,762 gold ago. So yeah, that giant beach ball, every time I see it, just reminds me of a review supposedly left on Amazon for the beach behemoth, the giant inflatable 12-foot pole-to-pole beach ball. And the review has always made me laugh. It says, we took this ball to the beach. After close to 2 hours to pump it up, we pushed it around for 10 fun-filled minutes. That was when the wind picked it up and sent it hurtling down the beach at about 40 knots. It destroyed everything in its path. Children screamed in terror at the giant inflatable monster that crushed their sandcastles. Grown men were knocked down trying to save their families. The faster we chased it, the faster it rolled. It was like it was mocking us. Eventually we had to stop running after it because its path of injury and destruction was going to cost us a fortune in legal fees. Rumor has it that it can still be seen stalking innocent families on the Florida Panhandle. We lost it in South Carolina, so there's something to be said about its durability. And I could just...
That's an actual fucking review?
I think. It just makes me think of it, but in a smaller form for the 6-foot ball. Causing terror to the little children. It's the little baby one.
True. I'm so sorry. Oh god. I didn't think about that when I bought it.
You're gonna be pulling up and it's gonna be all of us chasing after this beach ball.
Yeah. I mean, like, we'll run it over for you. If it comes at us, we'll hit it with the car.
The kid will be attached to it because he'll be hanging on for dear life.
Oh, well, we'll try to hit the ball, not the kid. Right? Like,
yeah, just send it hurtling down towards Underwood. There'll be 6 staff members just bolting after this giant inflatable beach ball.
Yes. That sounds like a great day. Can't wait.
And then the parent shows up. Where's my kid? Nebraska?
And then it's just ah! In the wind.
Gone with the wind. He's dust in a minute.
Yes. Oh my god, that sounds so. I mean, it's horrible, but at the same time, it's like also really fucking funny. No, but I'll be there. I hope. I don't know from like when does it start?
They get out at 11, 11:30. I don't remember.
Oh god. I'll be there like 1, maybe 2,
That's fine.
and then I could maybe stay to help clean up. It depends on little space, cause like, well, I could probably help clean up in little space, even though I don't know how well that would go. I don't know. Well, I'll figure it out as we. But I know.
I can just see it though. That giant inflatable beach ball where some poor kid's gonna get domed with it.
Please record it.
Oh, if it takes
Hilarious.
off with a kid, I 100% will. Wait, where's Robin? Isn't she supposed to be working on on your house?
Yes. Is she inside? Or has it been 3 days already?
No, she's not here.
Well, that's stupid. Is it a festival day? Is it her birthday?
No.
No, but like,
I'm in charge of the bouncy house, and I think
See-
the water key. Which means anytime they need water turned on or off, they have to come find me. Because Meryl doesn't want it lost. And they never took the key last year. Like, the school never, because she's had the key ever since last year's party. And
They
they
never
never
got it
come
back?
looking for it, so... She's like, they
That's
must not
funny.
miss it that much, but I'm still not gonna lose it.
Yeah.
I said, Michael and I said this, actually, we asked her, we're like, so if we don't show up Wednesday, you can't technically fire us because we won't come back. She's like, I will kill you. She's just...
Oh yeah, because you're both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's
that's
just
right.
she's like, I don't care if I can't fire you, I will kill you. I'm like, okay.
See, my hope is
Pierre's birthday.
that I am good enough to go work there again next year, and like not leave her with idiot.
And Amulet.
Well, I mean, I'm not everybody. I mean, I know Amulet's there. I was excluding
I
her.
think she's like the only one though, because Michael and I will be leaving. I'll leave her
Who else
with
is there?
Tweedledee, Tweedledum, and Tweedlefatass.
Who's the rest of them?
CC, Wilson, Hannah, and Lexi.
Hannah.
Green.
I don't know them.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Okay, now I know them.
Tweedledee, Tweedledum, Tweedledummer. You pick your choice of who it is.
Yeah, so like that's my hope, is that like next year that I'm good enough to help her, you know?
I said
Or
it.
maybe not even like work there, but like help, you
Yeah, I
know?
was gonna say
Like
Tweedledee or Tweedledum or Tweedledummer, one of those, whoever you think. If she's still the assistant, I said, I'll come back next year for the last day of school just to annoy her.
yes. I feel like this is what I do to Meryl. I just like come back randomly and annoy.
She has her granddaughter. This week,
That's
it's
cool.
kind of funny. She has an attitude.
Her granddaughter?
Yes.
Oh.
And it's hilarious. Because she went to Michael's graduation party, so Brianna now knows where he lives. And he said something about her coming home with him, and she's like, yeah, but I'm not talking to your child.
What? He doesn't have a...
And she was
What?
talking about his nephew. His cousin, one of the two.
I was like...
He's like, yeah, no, he won't be there, don't... He's at his house. She goes, good, because he kept trying to play with me, and I kept running away from it, and I'm not doing it.
yes.
She was over here being just like doing a headbang. I'm like, what do you listen to hard rock in your afternoons or something?
Yeah.
And Meryl goes, Brianna, if you have you better not give yourself a headache because you're coming home with me. She goes, no. And we're like, oh, okay.
I can't. Anyone who gives Meryl sass is a brave soul. Like,
well, Michael said to her, he said, go up to Meryl and just go in her ear because she came up to him and did that. So he said, go do it to Meryl.
yeah, I mean, like, there's
so she went up to her and she goes, Mima, I gotta tell you something. And she goes, like, and Meryl's reaction was hilarious. Michael and I are sitting on the couch laughing.
Yes.
Then Brianna got mad at Michael for something. She said something to him, and she said, "You need to stop talking." Oh, he was mimicking her. He was mocking her because she does it to Meryl all the time. So he started doing it to her. She says, "I'm gonna tell on you." He goes, "I'm gonna tell on you." So she goes, she tells Meryl, and Meryl goes, "What do you want me to do about it? They annoy me too, but I just stop talking to them. I walk away. You keep going back for more." We were doing the same thing because I get there at 3:15 now since I don't have school, and also we kind of just have a BSing session. It's kind of funny. And she's saying something. And Michael's like, "I just won't show up Wednesday," and I said, "She's like, oh no, you will." I said, "You know, if we don't show up, you don't have a pool party."
It's true.
Because we're gonna be the only two setting it up. Tweedledee and Tweedledum won't know how to do anything, much less want to.
I will be there to help tear down. And assuming nothing goes wrong, I'll be able to help a little bit. It's assuming nothing goes wrong.
I gotta fight with the bouncy house here. I had to get Michael to help me tear that down last year. I'm like, I can't get this into the bag by myself. We were doing one of those stupid little inflatable pools. You know, you fill it with air, fill it with water, and one of those little kiddie pools. Michael and I, because we were the only people tearing them down last year, so we're getting the water out of it, and we don't want to step on it because we know that'll pop it. So we're like, all right, we're just gonna lift it. There's not that much water. Well, he's a wrestler and works out, and he couldn't get it to lift up over very easily. So I'm like, all right, screw this. I got in the pool. I grabbed the end. I said, you push, I'll pull.
Yes.
He was pushing the same end, and I pulled it up over me. I got splashed with water. But it felt so good because it was like 105 degrees outside.
Yes,
and
that's
the water
right.
was cold.
I remember I was there for like 5 minutes because we had to go. We had to go to like an appointment or something.
And I like threw the pool over my head. I said, I am done.
Yeah, no. I'll definitely... I will... See, my problem is I don't want to like do anything to like set me off and then like complicate your day by having to deal with little space. But also I want to help. Which is... yeah. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But at least if little space is there, you just have one more kid to deal with. Like... literally. It wouldn't even be that different from all the other kids.
It really wouldn't.
Be running around calling you a headphone guy or whatever, confusing the hell out of everybody. Yeah.
He'd be like, you need to ask him. Who? Him. That's the headphone man!
Mm-hmm. Literally. I'm like really excited and squeaky too. But yeah, no. Honestly, that's my plan, is to hopefully be better enough to like work there next year. That way she doesn't have to... I feel like Meryl has so much stress.
If she finds people, she's firing Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
My thing is like, she finds good workers, right? Occasionally. But then they leave in like a year.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, they're you know, moving up in school and stuff. So I'm like, by the way, never gonna go to actual higher schooling. Probably. I'm not quite sure on that one. My mom's always,
Gross.
well, she wants me to go to St. Mary's. Because she works there. And it's free now.
But like, obviously, you can't go into school. 'Cause that
Not right
stresses
now.
you out. We've made that determination. School is bad.
Well, here's the thing. Here's another thing I find funny. I was in Little Space, right? And we were taking one of the cars over to Ed's, the shop down by the school.
Yep.
Right? And
Hetty Goddard.
Little Space figured out that we were headed to school because of the nauseating feeling that started in my stomach. So like Little Space, that remembers almost nothing about my life, got a gut feeling that we were going towards something that wasn't good. That like stressed me out. Like that's insane. Like that's how much the school affected me. Like to the point where I can't remember anything. And we never talked about it. And I could tell, and Little Space could tell you we were going to school.
It's like, nope, I don't want to go to school. And then you drive past the school. It's like, oh, this is fine.
Yeah, like, but it's one of those things where I liked school. Like learning, and I liked going. But it was bad because when I got sick, they told me multiple times I was faking it. They told me multiple times it was all just in my head and that it was avoidance and all this stuff. And then they hounded my parents and they hounded me to get to school. I go to school, 2 periods later, I'm running into walls, running into people, literally spinning, embarrassing myself in front of the freaking student body.
Because I saved you from running into the wall between the stupid design of the...
Yeah,
academic.
And you and Pete, like, the amount of times Pete saved me from walls and you saved me...
I could be on the other end of the hallway, see you walking and be like, there's a wall there.
Yeah.
I did that
like,
once.
Yeah, and it's like the amount of times I bounced off of Sam as she like dragged me through the hallway towards my class was like ridiculous. And that just added to the stress because like I don't like when people I don't really know see me struggling, like because they don't understand, right?
Yeah.
They don't get it. They're just like, bitch, you ran into me. Like, why would you do that? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I can't control my body. Like, and it's like there was one time I literally almost fell off the stage because I almost fainted, and they were like, "Oh, you're faking it." I'm like, what do you mean? God, the school did not do me any favors at all. They hated me.
Well, yeah, they're
It's
good
like,
for not really helping people out sometimes and stuff like that. It's just like, well, oh, you missed this part of school? Well, it's due tomorrow.
Yeah, it's like, and then I go to school the one day a month, and then they load me up with, you know, the month's worth of homework and tell me, hey, get it done, like, tomorrow. Like, literally, there was only, like, 2 teachers who literally helped, and everybody else is just, like, completely useless. And that, you know, it added to the stress, which then added to the amount of problems I had, which then added to everything, and I was just like, this is stupid. I remember when we had ITBS, right? They literally told me I had to be there. I was like, okay, sure. I'm sitting in the middle of class, literally physically spinning, and I was too scared.
It's funny when you tell people that and they're like, oh, well, she must have been able to control it. It's like, no. Because you could get you to stop spinning, but then your eyeballs start doing it.
Yeah, literally. And the first time my dad saw that, he told me he was going to call the frickin' church and get an exorcism going. Because it was like Tom and Jerry up in there. Like, literally,
It
you
was
just saw
weird.
black. You saw it once, didn't you?
In DC when it first happened. It was weird.
Yeah.
And I think that was probably the worst it had ever been.
Yeah, like, DC was really bad. Like, DC was the worst, and then when it started up again, was really bad too, but I don't think it was quite as bad. But
Well,
like, I don't know.
'cause
I mean, like,
we were in the Air and Space Museum when it happened, and I was like,
yeah,
and
and
it was
like,
it
I
happened
remember,
after you got off an elevator.
yeah, I remember like before that, I was like, did you guys feel that? Because was feeling like weird tremors in the ground. And you're like, what are you doing? You're being stupid. Like, you guys thought it was a joke at first. Like, because I would do that. Or at least somebody did. I think it was Pete that told me, yeah, just stop joking. And then, like, I almost fell down the stairs. And then, like, we got off the elevator, and then all hell broke. Oh, God.
Good thing there was a bench there.
Yeah, like 2 feet
that's-
away from the elevator. Otherwise, I'd have been sitting on the floor.
Because that's when we got
In
it.
the middle of the hallway.
We went, sat down at the thing, and you kept spinning. So I think it might have been Pete just held your head, and then your eyes were going.
Yeah, I know.
Ugh,
That was weird.
Like when you see people's eyes roll back into their head, yours were doing that, but in full circles.
Yeah, and then like you'd see like a flash of like brown, and then more just white.
Yeah,
and it's
that's
like
weird. I'm like, okay.
no. And the school's like, you're faking that, and I'm like, how the hell would one begin to train themselves to do this on purpose?
And why?
Like, and on a vacation that you're taking to a state you'll probably never visit again? Why the hell would you even?
I'm really left Pete at the Air and Space Museum.
Oh yeah, that was bad too. I mean, at that point, I was just so tired. I really didn't register that we forgot about him until you guys did afterwards.
He had to go take the wheelchair back.
Yeah, I know. I felt so bad. I was like, I didn't even register you were gone.
It was funny.
Like at that point, I was literally trying to sleep against the window and not spin. And I didn't really register much after that. But it's like, you guys told me afterwards, we almost left him, and I was like, I feel so bad for you. Like, I'm sorry. And he's like, Mel, you were spinning in a circle, and you felt bad for me. And I was like, yes, yes, I do, because left, and that's scary. Scary shit, man. Like, what would you do? What would one do if you got left behind on a school field trip?
To DC.
DC, yeah. What would you do? What would you do? I'm genuinely like, what would you do?
Luckily, he had a phone, and luckily we were like, hey, we have to do our buddy system, make sure you have everyone.
Oh yeah, the buddy system, that actually worked.
Yeah, because it was like, is your room here? And I was like, the annoying one is, and wait, my seat buddy's not here.
Where? Yeah, like where?
Because I remember my chaperone was Hunter Ruby's dad.
Ooh, that's right.
And he's like, is everyone here? I said, no. And I called him. I had my old phone and I called Pete. I was like, where are you?
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm out front. I was like, well, we weren't supposed to meet out front.
Yeah, it's like, the buses moved? Like,
yeah.
Funny. I don't really... what I remember of that is I was in the back, and I was sitting with my head against the wall, and, like, I was making my foot do circles so that my eyes wouldn't do circles. And I was just like, wait, we're missing Pete? And then I can't remember literally anything.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. And
this
that was
time,
like the one weekend
last
I
time
was
we went to
looking
DC,
forward
they
to
kept
seeing you.
asking, is your room here? And I'd have to be like, yes.
Yes, like, just like that moment of hesitation, like, did we leave him somewhere again?
Well, because, like, I knew who my roommates were, but they were usually in separate, like, they had dispersed elsewhere. So, it's like, they're always like,
hey.
they're like, is your room here? And I was like,
I got an upgrade, yay! Do we have time for one more day, or?
Okay.
It's sell day, too.
Perfect.
And it's raining. But no, like, the thing about that was, like, that was I wanted to see that museum. Like, that was the museum I was looking, god damn it, we got more fences down. But, like, it was like, I was looking forward to that one, and then, like, the floor almost moves, and then it's like, what's going on? I thought there was an earthquake.
This time, too, so it was kind of...
Oh,
meh.
yeah.
You have to move your potted plants, by the way.
Yeah, I don't know if I can move them with stuff in them, so I'm just gonna leave them for now.
Sam
Like,
tonight's gonna be like, yo, wanna make a kid?
Yeah, and then they'll be like, oh, they're gonna be trapped behind some land.
Actually, he doesn't like you enough.
No, I don't think he does. To be honest.
Talking to other men in the town.
Hey, I haven't talked to anybody but him in like a week.
Yeah, in real lifetime.
Oh, that's. Don't judge me. I'm faithful. I'm friends with other people. That's true though. I just realized, like, all of my friends in real life, almost all of them, are men. So I don't know what that says about me.
Let's see, because there's Lauren and Sam.
Yeah, I have 3 friends who are girls.
Yep.
And then I have, like...
I mean, unless you're counting the Twinkies.
Yeah, I mean, I could. And probably should. Otherwise, they're gonna get mad at me. Right, so here we go. Here, revised list, right? The Twinkies, it's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Everyone else who
6.
isn't a part of our life is like, wait, Twinkies?
Yeah, like who yeah. These last 2 episodes have literally been like life updates, okay? That's literally what they've been. Just me telling stories and us telling stories about like what the hell little space is and all this shit, and you're like, if you're a viewer who's like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, to a viewer it probably is like I have split personality disorder. Or something. Because
Not that, she's just slightly crazy.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's stupid. But yeah, okay, so I have 6 friends who are girls that I can actively think of right now.
6. I have 5.
Yeah.
Who am I missing?
Shawnee.
Yep.
But I don't even know if I should count her because I haven't talked to her. But I saw her graduation and I got her. So that's cool. But I'm gonna count her because she's awesome. And that's it. And then let's see. Friends who are boys. You, Pete. I'm gonna count Dave.
Yay, Dave!
Dave! Let's see. Oh, rare seed. A sturgeon? I think, doesn't James need the sturgeon?
Get it just in case.
Yeah. My brain is working. 1, 2, 3.
Me, Dave, Pete, Jamie.
4. 5. Maybe I don't have more friends there, guys. I thought I had more friends that were guys.
Guys, like, I thought I had more friends.
Yeah, both. I thought I had more friends in general. And I also thought I had more friends who were guys, but... Who am I?
I mean, who you talk to more, yeah.
Yeah, like, I talk to you, Jamie, and Dave the most. Huh, maybe my facts are wrong. That's neat. Maybe I don't even know myself in big space.
I mean, it's also 11 o'clock, so we're both it's just like, wait.
Yeah, wait, like, I mean, like, in school, right? Because, like, in school there was Cody and Karsten, who I would consider, but, like, I don't talk to them anymore. So they don't count. Yeah, I guess, well, I straight up can count all my friends on, 2 hands. Unless you count my uncle, but he's just one of those dudes. Like you said, he's like what stoners want to be.
See, I think you're out of high school now, so these people you don't always talk to, so you find, everyone who you were friends with in high school, then you're not, because, everyone's like, oh, you're not going to be friends with everyone from high school, and it's like, yeah, you're not wrong, but still.
Yeah, I mean, like, also there's a lot of people that didn't really make an effort to continue to talk to me. I mean, obviously, like, my condition isn't great.
I mean, it's better.
Yeah, but it's like, I can't drive somewhere to catch up with someone, right? And I live so far away that a lot of people aren't willing to come see me. I guess, if that makes sense. So, like, I don't know. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, I could count all my uncles. They're my friends. But...
They all don't like me.
they like you. They just think you're really ridiculously... Like, they don't hate you or anything. Oh, and that kind of annoys them. Because they're just like, why is he so young and so tall? I'm like, weren't you that tall when you were young? And they're like, I don't remember. I'm like, okay, you're old. Like, we get it. No, but all my uncles are guys. Like, I don't have an aunt. Straight up, I don't have an aunt. I have an ex-aunt. Why are you laughing?
I would hope all your uncles are guys.
Yeah, sorry. That's, yeah. Okay, now I realize. Okay, anyway.
I don't know why it's so funny.
Yeah, all my uncles are guys. Yeah, okay. Sure. I have no aunts. I have an ex-aunt, but they got divorced, so that doesn't count. I have a great-aunt, but she lives in Texas, so...
You can't... Is there that one lady you don't like? Who shows up? Like at your graduation party? Not an aunt, but
oh,
she shows
no!
up.
That is my uncle's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
She's kind of, she's not good in the head. But no, my great-aunt I like a lot. She helps me with my writing. But yeah, I feel like talking about this and thinking about it really explains my life choices. Like,
I just remember because that lady you don't like got stood up by Sparky at your graduation party.
Because he doesn't like her either. She straight up tried to tell me my purebred Brittany Spaniel buddy was not a Brittany Spaniel. I was like, we have certificates? Like, what do you even know about dogs? God, neither one of the dogs liked her, and I'm just like, that says something.
I remember because at the graduation party, like, I think I called Buddy over the same time she did, and he looked at her and walked away towards me because I was in the opposite direction.
Yeah, and Buddy loved you, so like, that was no choice contest right there. But yeah, no. I mean, like, I don't know. Thinking on it, this is probably the reason I'm a Tom. Like, I had 5 uncles, like 4 uncles, and like, we hung out with them every Sunday for as long as I can. Like, I'm obviously not gonna be a girly, I would think. Maybe not hope. I guess it doesn't matter if men are more feminine, but like, my uncles are not. They're all into guns and
testosterone and beer.
Yeah. Death. They're into death. Like, I was playing video games with my Uncle Doug, like violent ones where I'm shooting like people, when I was like 4, and he's like, "Don't worry, I turned the gore down." Like, I'm still killing people, Doug. Like, that's not helpful.
Testosterone, beer, and drugs. I mean guns.
Yeah. Not drugs. Whoa. Wow. No.
I mean, alcohol's a drug.
Yeah, that's true. But like, one of them doesn't drink.
That's good.
Occasionally he does. He has like 10 beers a year, which is basically
drinking is bad. For those of you who don't know.
I mean, it's bad for me because I'm allergic to wheat anyway. Like,
it's bad in general.
Okay. You know what's sad? The same one who doesn't drink all the time a lot was the one who gave me a beer when I was like 4 and it came out my nose. So that was fun. My first experience with alcohol, and it burns out my...
I think the only... And this is the vaguest memory I have ever, because it was at my old house. I don't remember anything about that house.
Yeah?
I remember very few things. Nothing really inside the house, but I remember this. I was like... God, I can't even remember how old I was. I had... Let's see, moved here in 2005, so I was 3 or younger.
Okay.
And I remember I was wandering around the house, and I think I was in Mom and Dad's room, because I remember there being a ceiling fan and a remote, and I saw Dad's cup, and I thought there was like water in it, and I took a drink of it, and it wasn't water, and I spit it back out all over the floor. And I think that was my one experience with an
Yes.
alcoholic drink.
Yes. Yeah, I love how like
Not
when you're
counting communion wine. And stuff like that. But yeah, no. I remember that. That's the only thing I remember about that old house. Besides, like, I had a little toy Corvette, plastic Corvette thing, and I ran it into a windmill.
you ran into a windmill.
Yeah, and I remember my dog. And a
Yeah.
minivan, and we had a van, and I was sad when we didn't have the van anymore.
Oh yeah, because you can't take the dog anywhere.
Well, I was just sad when we got rid of the van, because I liked the van.
Oh.
The dog didn't
Ah.
want to move with us, because the dog didn't like moving, like in cars.
So you divorced him?
Yeah, someone took care of him. And we
that's
had
cool.
cats. I remember the cats. Dad didn't like the cats. The cats were in the barn.
Dad didn't like the cats. The cats were in the barn. The cats were evil.
Yep.
That's pretty much how every story with cats goes.
Except they liked me. And then a couple of them got hit by a car.
Oh.
And I was taught at that age that kitty cats go thump thump
What?
from when they're getting run over.
Oh!
Do you know how long it took me to realize that that's what that meant?
Do you realize how long it just took me to realize that what that meant?
Like,
A
I'm pretty
grown-ass
certain
woman.
I was like 15 when I finally figured out thump thump meant the cat was getting run over by the tire.
Also, it's sell day. I totally forgot.
I sold a bunch of stuff. I'm in
That's
bed
cool.
now.
I'm gonna be in bed in like 10 seconds. But, yeah, I don't know.
That's
like,
about all I think I remember about that house.
See, we never had another.
And then the earliest memory I have here is we had a big rubber inflatable like blue ball thing. It was bouncy and rubbery, and it started rolling down the driveway when I was out playing with it. So I took off after it, and I had to be like 4 or 5, and I jumped on it, and it rolled me over and smacked me into the gravel.
Oh God.
That's why I have a scar on my knee, which is actually kind of disappearing with age now. But yeah, it was bad.
That's not good.
And it was rolling towards the highway, so I didn't want it to go into the road.
Oh. Oh, so you followed it.
Yes.
Like, I don't want you to go into the road. I'm gonna.
That's why I jumped
God.
on top of it to stop it, and that didn't work.
I mean,
I mean, it did. It
surprised
stopped
if
it.
it did.
It did. It stopped it, though, I guess, technically.
Yeah, like, one of my earliest memories of this house is, like, I was running around, running away from my dad after a bath or something. Ooh, lovely combat. And I hit one of the big-ass speakers.
Wow, that's a lot of money.
And I have a scar in my eyebrow.
I have a scar, and I don't know if it's so much or disappeared, but also my legs have gotten hairier. So, it's kind of hard to see.
Guy prop. Never mind. Okay. We made a lot of money. What the heck? Where did all the money come from? 9,000 in strawberries? Ooh. 25,000 in star fruit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we had a lot of star fruit. 25,000 plus 4,500, so.
Ooh, 12,000 from truffles.
Basically 30,000 from star fruit.
Somebody sold the battery pack. I don't know if we were supposed to do that, but that's whatever.
I think it got stuck in with all this stuff from the one chest.
Yeah,
so.
I think it got put in the chest where you take everything out. Yep. Like, no matter what. So anyway, thank you guys for listening to our rambling. This and the last episode
and this one's
were
shorter,
literally...
so don't worry. These were filmed right after each other.
I know, but like the last one and this one, they were both literally just like straight up rambles.
Yep, it's fine. It's that.
But like, whatever. We did some stuff. Hopefully we're entertaining, so Doi says.
Doises.